Should NYSC be scrapped or allowed to stay? This actually led to a very heated argument yesterday among some intelligentials I engaged with. Now, most of them actually gave me some convincing reasons why it should be allowed to stay. And at the end of the whole day, I actually made my view known to them. What were, what were the line of argument? Number one, that the reason why NYSC was introduced was to ensure that national unity is sustained and at the same time exposing graduates to different environments, different cultures, different, let me put it this way, difference in every field of life, meeting different people, having a taste of different food and the rest. Well, that's a very nice one, a very nice, convincing point of argument. But come to think of it, let's look at the economic implication of NYSC. Now, the federal government recently approved 77,000 naira as the properly called alawi being given to them at the end of the month. I call it stipend. They receive 77,000 naira at the end of each month. And at the end of their stay, for a period of 1 year, most return back to their various places empty-handed. They end up spending everything they were able to get in the same place they were posted. Now, looking at the area of national unity, some people schooled in the East and end up still serving in the East. Tell me, were they posted out? Were they able to serve in those places, which in our own understanding is meant to help them diversify their knowledge base? Today, 90% of people that subscribe to this scheme don't serve where they were posted. You see somebody schooling in University of Nigeria and Nsukka ending up serving in Port Harcourt or ending up serving in Anambra. That had actually led to the defeating of the core purpose of that scheme. Now, I don't know the reason why it should be allowed to exist anymore. I'm not saying it should be completely eliminated, but my advice in this video is to enable the federal government look at this scheme from another perspective. We are looking at how to ensure that the economy of this country grows, to ensure that the life of the average Nigerian is being touched. Today, the rate of unemployment is escalating. Yes, to be sincere, it's escalating. It's taking a different dimension that an average graduate does not know what the future holds for him or her. We have geometrical increase in the admission rate into different higher institutions. But the futures of the graduates cannot be fathomed. And the rates of people turning out from different universities are increasing. The question becomes, should this NYSC be sustained, or should it be scrapped, or should it be reviewed? That is a candid question every Nigerian should ask him or herself. If you are toying the dimension that should be sustained, wow, you may have your reasons. But my reasons this afternoon is that it shouldn't be sustained because of the following. Number one, economically is not actually yielding anything to the life of the graduates. To be sincere, most of the graduates spend everything they're being paid at a particular point. They end up returning back to their various places empty-handed. And when they go back, they take up jobs that cannot even pay them up to the so-called 77,000 naira that federal government used to pay while they were serving. So how can this be mitigated? My advice to the federal government is one, if they can review this scheme and do something like this, now they should be able to accumulate the amount being mapped out for a core member and give it to the person as an empowerment program at the point of finishing from university. Now, gather this money. Yes, if a particular core member If the expense that is assumed to be allocated to a core member, let me assume it's for 1 year, yes, should be 3 million naira, ranging from the amount to be spent in feeding in camp logistics, and every other thing. At the end of the whole day, should be 2 million naira. That 2 million naira should be given to each of the prospective core members. Listen, if this is to be done, the meaningful part of the core members population will use this money to venture into different economic activities, into different sectors. Many are saying that these people will not be able to use these resources very well, but it's a lie. A wasteful being remains a wasteful being. Yes, a mentally corrected individual can use this money to venture into one sector of the economy or the other. Some can dodge into agriculture, some can dodge into transportation, some can dodge into different fields of endeavor. If this money, I'm suggesting, I'm not trying to impose this suggestion on the federal government, is to be given to them individually, please and please, Nigeria economy will take a different shape. It will, to an extent, reduce drastically the level of unemployment in the country. Let's just give it a trial. Let's assume we have 3,000 core members for a particular stream, and 2 million naira is being given to these 3,000 core members. Now, are you trying to tell me that out of these 3,000, 1,000 among them will not be able to venture into different sort of life? If 500, 500 of them should go into agriculture with this amount of money being given to them, and they are being strictly monitored by agencies set up to monitor them. I want to rest assure you that in 4 or 5 years time, the agricultural sector will take a different dimension. If some of them should venture into transportation, I'm telling you, a lot of things will take new dimension. If some of them should venture into education or into different sphere of life, I'm telling you, the economic situation of Nigeria will take a better look. Let's take a deep thought to this, because these children going far north, where their lives are at risk, where we have different security challenges, my dear, is not actually helping the nation economically. I'm not saying that there should not be NYSC, but it should be defined or restructured to be a scheme that will empower the youths, that will make them contribute meaningfully to the economic sector, which is the life wire, which is the sustaining ground of every nation. If this is done, Nigeria will take a different dimension, and the level at which it will blow, hey, other countries will come to emulate from us. Let's channel this country resources wisely. Let's restructure this NYSC. It's not helping our graduates. Many people today are tied in the private sector. They're no longer innovative because of the so-called chase of white-collar jobs. But if this money were to be given to them after they have graduated and they are being properly empowered, may I rest assure you, the economic situation of Nigeria will take a better shape, and most of the graduates will turn out to become employers of labor rather than seeking for unexisting white collar jobs. Let's try it out. This is my humble opinion. I remain the voicer. Remember to follow this page. Yes, drop your view at the comment section. Yes, share this video to as many as possible. Let's look at it and see if we can make Nigeria a better place. Bye for now.